for EEC 3005, and the topic to discuss is the importance of continuity in education. So to start, the definition of continuity is the development is a continuous process that needs to be recognized as programs are planned for children moving from grade to grade. The importance of continuity is as follows. In the textbook, Dorothy Cohen says children of age 4, 5, and 6, 7 years old are just continuations of themselves, which means there's no pause or break in their development. However, the way the education system is presented, there are breaks and barriers. The situation that was described in the textbook is about a young girl named Kate and her reaction to the zoo field trip, and she goes every year starting at age 3 until she's 7, and there's no stop or barrier in the way that she approaches the field trip. It's just a continuation of development as far as learning what she saw or experiencing what she saw at the zoo, being able to talk about it, being able to draw about it, and write about it. So what does that mean? It means that in our brains, the learning is continuous. So our education should also be continuous. That translates into the ability for the preschool education system as well as the elementary education system to continuously build on prior knowledge, and also stresses the importance of children being ready to enter into the next grade. The reason that the continuity portion of this is so important is because without the prior knowledge, the next year the teacher is unable to build on what the student should have already learned or what they already know. So the example that I included on this slide are samples of pictures, kind of similar to the one on page 418 of our textbook. And the first picture is a child using concrete materials to start building their appreciation for learning how to use abstract objects as they move further along in their schooling. So being able to manipulate like the blocks in the picture here allow them to get comfortable using their hands and their fine motor skills and manipulating objects, which in turn will develop their fine motor skills like pencil grip and being able to write, and then turns into developing into the skill of writing, which is a more abstract activity. So you can see that without learning in preschool how to play with blocks or work with toys or cars, that activity is the prior knowledge that's needed to be able to get ready to write when you get into elementary school. So one of the big components of stressing the importance of continuity is understanding how important play is to young children. A lot of things have happened in the last 40-50 years on educational research, and I think that people wanted children to perform better academically, so as a result the time spent playing in early elementary years has diminished. One of the ways that play is being integrated back into the schools is the recess movement, which has taken place nationwide, but has really caused a lot of conversation in Florida and in Pinellas County, and that is adding recess back to the elementary school day. And I think it's so important for children to be able to have the time to just free their brains and play so that they are better able to learn when it's time to do the actual learning part. I think there's some few reasons why play has kind of been pushed to the wayside. And one of those reasons is that many people agree kindergarten today now is what first grade used to be. So how are we properly equipping our children to want to learn if we're taking away their time to play? Just some stuff to think about. So there are many programs out there, or there were programs that were developed that its primary goal was to achieve continuity. Project Follow Through was something that started in the 1960s, and as a result of what Project Follow Through did, a number of other programs came out of that that were used as a basis for continuity improvement efforts. The NAEYC's developmentally appropriate practices are one of those results. The DAP was created and then revised and revised again, and these developmentally appropriate practices encompass children birth through age 8. So they really stress the importance of continuing that education and that play and the development starting from when they're born up until 3rd grade. And then the Head Start Transition Project is a stem of Head Start, and this transition project was really just done to ensure that children that were in Head Start were ready to go into kindergarten and 1st grade and had that preparation beforehand. The final slide are just references on the information that was provided in this presentation, and I hope that this presentation gave a glimpse of what is truly important when considering the continuity of education.